Hello, and welcome back to the Heroes Rise Contender series. I am the Crushinator, and I'm excited to bring back this most excellent series. We've got 8 excellent teams for you. We had 6 up until a couple hours ago, but we now have 8 teams for our qualifier number 1 of Stage 2 of the Heroes Rise Contender series. I am bringing you 7 rings versus Baby Diamond Hands for our opening round. Give you a quick look at the map selection screen. Let you know what's going on in this series. Battlefield of Eternity and Cursed Hollow were banned away by 7 rings. Sky Temple and Volskaya Foundry removed by Baby Diamond Hands. And we're going to be starting things off on Dragonshire for our first map of the evening. Just making sure everyone's all ready to go. Give them the caster ready. The neon is sick, Anaressa. Welcome, welcome. I am very excited for the neon. My wife got it for me as a Christmas gift. It is awesome. It is quite possibly the coolest single thing I've ever received. And now it gets to glow. I've got all these settings I can go through to make it look awesome. I like the slow pulse for now. Looking so ding-dang good. We've got our 10 players. We're just waiting for the readies so we can hit the start game button. We might have a lobby bug, so we may have to fix that. Yeah, I think someone is opening loot boxes. We might have to remake the whole lobby. Sometimes just removing the player and having them rejoin works. Sometimes you have to remake the whole lobby. But as soon as it's figured out, we will get it going. Yeah, usually when there's one kind of lobby bug, it just never fixes itself. So we're going to remake the lobby. And we'll get going here in just a moment. Hope you're all having an excellent evening. Ready for this end of week Heroes of the Storm tournament. We're still on a little bit of a holiday lull. I think a lot of people are still coming out of hibernation when it comes to Heroes of the Storm. No memory of CCL last weekend to pump them up for some amateur competition, but we're bringing it to you a day early, right before CCL, which is starting this weekend. Looks like we got ourselves a new lobby. Once again, we're doing it up in Dragonshire. Get everyone in the correct positions, and then we'll try again. And we got all of one team. Actually, while I've got a second, let's get all of our players plugged in. We have 0, we got Root Beer Guy. We've got Unforgiven, Simply DK. I need to put it there. Boom, got them all. Alright, I think the start game button works. See if the draft screen flips over, and then we'll jump into game number 1. Alright, readies are going out. Always takes so long hitting that start game button. You all know. You all know the deal. Let's make sure game capture uploads. It does. Look at that! You know, earlier this week, I did a little event called Storm Division Qualifiers. And the moment that I hit the transition to go into the hello everyone welcome, my computer blue screened at that exact moment. And I just said caster ready in the lobby draft. So I had to frantically message someone on Discord to dodge the draft so I could restart my computer and get back into the game. It all worked out. I'm hoping we don't get a blue screen today. That'd be very embarrassing. But we are here, tech issue free, as Lunara is going to be our first ban here from Baby Diamond Hands, who do have the first pick on our first map. Nara and Junkrat removed, trying to control the Vision Havers, the solo laners, down there in the bottom lane, anchors as they're often called. We're also just here to see Gibbs feed. Whoa, no, how dare you? The Giblets has never died once in Heroes of the Storm. This is known. This is part of the lore. This is part of the ethos. Gibby's never died. Stukov going to be the ban here from Baby Diamond Hands. We'll see if there's going to be control onto Brightwing. There's still heroes like Rhaegar up, the Haka's up, Hogger is up. There's all sorts of fun heroes that could go over first pick. Johanna, notably, still available here in these bans. So we'll see what Seven Rings wants to control here. They're going to get rid of the Brightwing, so they're going to leave some power picks on the board to trade off here. So Baby Diamond Hands, they're going to have to say, do we want a Rhaegar? Do we want a Johanna? And more notably, what do we want to leave up to give away in the 1-2 picks for Seven Rings? See what the pick's going to be here. If Johanna is that highly favored, whether it's going to be the Rhaegar or something else entirely. Could leave them all up. The Giblet's going to lock in the Rhaegar as first pick. So often banned Rhaegar, we're actually going to get to see a game of it played here. Exciting stuff. Basically, I'm not sure if I've actually seen a game of Rhaegar played so far. Zero is going to lock in a Johanna in response for Seven Rings. Do we see a top laner locked in? Do we see that Dahaka? No, we're going to see A, as I've chosen to call them, A picking up the Sylvanas. Gibbs here to watch himself feed. All right, that works. As a reminder, currently over at twitch.tv/Jazzaline, another part of the bracket is being run. Rook Gaming versus Wildheart Omega is going on over at twitch.tv/Jazzaline. If you want to keep an eye on both of those series, as the winners of this series and that series will face each other on this here channel right after this set. Avanche going to lock in the Hanzo. Probably a pretty good early pick, considering Lunar and Junkrat both banned away here. Casper going to bring the Rexar, one of the ultimate safe top laners here on Dragonshire. For the most part, you got to watch out. I mean, if the enemy has a gank comp, Rexar can be caught out right in front of that wall. Overall, I'd say Rexar one of the more safe top laners. Dudettes in the chat, dropping the knowledge. There are a couple of banned talents. Anubarak going to be removed here by Seven Rings. And Hogger taken down by Baby Diamond Hands. Pretty good responsive bans there. Johanna already picked, so let's take away another top tank. Rexar already picked, let's take away a top solo laner. Very standard fare. How you doing, Melville? Hope you're having a good evening. Seven Rings, what are they going to pair with this Johanna Sylvanas? They are going to lock in the Dahaka. Vina Quaker making that choice, and Root Beer Guy going for the Anduin. So we've got some Anduin-Johanna synergy going on here. One thing that was brought up this week that I don't know if it works. Can you put a light bomb onto Dahaka, and then Dahaka uses the tunneling claws to go in? Will the light bomb pop while Dahaka's underground? Will it just go away? I've never seen anyone try to deliver a light bomb with a Dahaka burrow. I don't know if it works. Unforgiven going to lock the Falstad Global to try to respond to this Dahaka Global. And Simply DK going to bring the Muradin tank in this last pick position. Seven Rings, they have a flex pick available here. See how they want to round out this comp, whether they want some extra wave clear, whether they want some extra gank potential. Maev is still up and available. What's it going to be here for Psychotora? It's going to be Mephisto, going with a little bit of the long-range poke, trying to get some extra damage onto that Hanzo and Falstad, which can be a little bit difficult to reach for Sylvanas. Just snipe Rexar as well, yeah. That's definitely the way to go. How you doing, Zorules? How... We are setting up for game number 1 here. 7 rings and 5. You think that's how it's going to go? Get your fantasy stat line out. Get your fantasy stat line out. I don't know if anyone's running a side league. Illegal gambling ring for HRCS. But if you are, let me know. We're getting ready here for game number 1. Players are loading in for our Dragonshire matchup. Looking at the two comps here, we've got the Rhaegar on one side, we've got the Johanna on the other. We got some OP picks. I want to see how they play because they're so often banned. It's exciting to see them come on through. Let's do it. Game number 1. On the left in the blue, we have 7 rings. 0 is on the Johanna. Avina Quaker playing Dahaka. Psychotora on the Mephisto. Root Beer Guy is playing the Anduin. And A is on the Sylvanas. On the right in the red, we have Baby Diamond Hands. Casper playing Rexar. McGiblets is on Rhaegar. Simply DK on the Muradin. Vivanche is playing the Hanzo. And Unforgiven is playing the Muradin? Falstad. They all stack up and I never know who's who. Sylvanas headed towards the top lane with the team. Johanna trying to catch the rotations right now. Baby Diamond Hands not in position to rotate just yet, but here they come. Black arrows are going to come out onto the top wall here. Avina Quaker looking for a drag, but not going to quite find it there. There's the Unstoppable from Johanna to try to secure the escape. Psychotora stepping up there. Not the entire wall, but a good chunk of that wall taken down there by 7 rings. Dahaka is currently soaking in the mid here for 7 rings. As Rexar responds to that, Psychotora getting some big damage onto Vivanche and Simply DK as they were trying to rotate out. Big drag is actually going to land there. Muradin not able to get on out. The Purge Cleanse a little bit too late to allow Muradin to jump to safety. So, an explosive start here for 7 rings. The siege in the top, the quick kill onto Muradin on the rotation. Now Vivanche is going to scout out the rotation there and move on back to safety. Good game sense coming out from Hanzo to use that Sonic Arrow in that moment. Giants are up. Both teams are going to go ahead and get that started. Rexar trying to get a little bit of double soak versus Dahaka in the meantime, making sure as much of that XP is grabbed up. And our first shrine phase is active. 7 rings. Going to be having a quick control over both sides to start with. Dahaka on the top shrine. Simply DK is trying to step up to defend here, but Psychotora is going to push the DPS of Baby Diamond Hands to the gate. See if Rexar can battle it out with Dahaka in that top lane to reclaim the shrine. But Falstad's actually going to have to break off here for Baby Diamond Hands to make sure that there's not a quick dragon taken in the mid. Black Arrow's going to come on out from A onto this wall, shutting down the towers, getting these siege giants a little bit of extra value here. Fisto going to go ahead and help take that down as Unforgiven is able to rotate back down to the bottom lane. Rexar controlling top shrine means that Baby Diamond Hands can possibly get themselves a 4v4 down here without having to watch the mid too closely. Simply DK slowed down but is able to dwarf launch on out. Dwarf toss, I should say. The dwarf launch is on 16, I believe. Right now, Baby Diamond Hands looking to control the bottom altar as Dahaka going and controlling the top side. Good stun there on the 0. Johanna trying to move forward there, trying to save that Iron Skin. As Unforgiven is really locked on there. There it is. Iron Skin going to be forced out. Simply DK low, though. Gets the turnaround stun onto A. Nice scatter arrow from Vivanche, bringing Sylvanas down to half. Now Dahaka might get a quick dragon cap here. Avina Quaker has the initiative over Rexar and picks it up before Misha can control the top point. A 3 of 7 rings able to hold out here is Unforgiven. Looking for a Hammerang, but 0 able to sidestep. Okay, coming on down here, we have a route onto Muradin, but Simply DK simply has enough health to move away. Dragon Knight getting the kick onto Casper, forcing Misha to chase after her master. His mid wall is taken down. Oh, we actually have a gank onto A there in the mid. Sylvanas, on less than 20 health, is able to warp on out. Simply DK almost setting up the kill. there on that rotation to the mid. Zero doing a similar thing, just anchoring, making sure that Root Beer Guy and Psychotora can safely move up. Take a look at talents here. Currently 16 on the stacks for Vivanche on that level 1 Scatter Arrow quest. Dahaka gathering up globes for the enhanced agility, or gathering up essence, I should say, for the enhanced agility. As Johanna's Iron Skin is used once again to control that front line. Right now, Dahaka is being hampered a little bit by Falstad here. Rexar is going to use the chance to push up onto this top wall. We'll see what Seven Rings can do to respond to this. They're going to start off with their siege camp here on the left, though. Baby Diamond Hand's a little bit behind. We'll see if there's going to be an invade or just a move onto mid. Simply DK. Sees the move across the map as Psychotora moves up with Root Beer Guy. And it looks like they're setting up for an invade. A and Zero coming on through, wanting to jump onto the point. There's the root, and Rhaegar is forced off the point. Simply DK says, no thank you, and moves away there. Vina Quaker, nice dig, is actually going to find the drag onto Rhaegar. That's going to be another kill here for Seven Rings. All the while, though, Casper has just been pushing up this top lane, trying to get as much damage in as possible. Can't snipe the well this patch, but if the push goes on for long enough, no fort and no well for a Vina Quaker. See if the push can continue there. The Seven Rings doing a great job of controlling this bottom lane. Rexar forced to rotate to the mid, so Dahak is going to be able to equalize that lane just a little bit. Bottom Bruiser being cleaned up by Seven Rings, as they do have their level 10s. It is Falling Sword Light Bomb coming out from Johanna and Anduin. Isolation going to be the choice for Dahaka. We've got a Wailing Arrow. Right now, Mephisto holding that level 10. Going to end up going with the Consume Souls, getting that global vision and getting a little bit of that extra damage to try to secure kills onto that backline. 10s are in for Baby Diamond Hands as well. We've got the Unleash the Boars, Dragon's Arrow, Mighty Gust, Ancestral Healing, and Avatar for the side of Baby Diamond Hands. And they're looking for a quick cap here. Unforgiven is going to start the channel. The blind is not there, and it's a quick dragon picked up by Baby Diamond Hands. Psychotora not wanting to go in blindly, and I think the shield glare was just like a pixel out of range. But the dragon is going to get absolutely shredded here. Baby Diamond Hands is going to try to get a push in the bottom lane for now. Unforgiven, able to barrel roll over the wall before any stuns can land. So a pretty ineffective dragon overall. A little bit of pressure in the bottom lane. Now we've got a Light Bomb engaged. Going to get the stun onto Rhaegar. Mighty Gust from Unforgiven. Is it going to be enough? The Giblets and Vivanche being moved to the back. Nice Ancestral is going to land there, so the Consume Souls will not lock in that kill. A great drag once again, though, by a Vina Quaker, and that's going to be Falstad taking the fall. Simply DK trying to peel away. There's McGiblets and Vivanche getting tickled by that lightning, but do stay alive. I don't mind the Consume Souls, particularly into Falstad and Hanzo, because their health pools are so low. So you get that Sylvanas poison on there, you get those Lightning Nova ticks on there. And their health pool might just be in range of an ult. Whereas you think about who's the Durance target, you're probably going to hit Misha, you're probably going to hit Murden, and not really near any target that you're hoping to kill. So I understand the pick. I mean, Durance is just kind of good all the time. But I don't mind Consume Souls in this against this particular comp. Casper, Vina Quaker looking to move forward and find the drag there onto Rexar. There it is. Light Bomb comes out, is actually going to hit the Misha first. Casper, with nowhere to go, is going to fall as well. And the combo are going to take a quick rest in the Hall of Storms. Level 13 here for Seven Rings. So they're up 4 kills to 0 so far. Two tanks passing the night between lanes there. Baby Diamond Hands gonna look for a way to keep up the defense. Rexar is just coming up now. Dragon Arrow is actually gonna land there. Extra stun coming on out from Murden as well, but Johanna's able to move on back. Unforgiven was pushed away by that Sylvanas poison damage. Just rude, everyone. Oh, a stun in the bush there onto 0? Johanna's still too sturdy. Too sturdy! Sylvanas taking a little bit of a hit there. Gets the double haunting wave to get away. Applying that, that Windrunner on level 13. Tahaka in the back is looking for a drag once again. Unforgiven had the barrel roll, though. 0 is going to go into the air and try to use the Unstoppable to peel for Root Beer guy. McGiblets, his silence is going to hit that self-ancestral. After the silence ends, Psychotora stepping up there, trying to get a little bit of finishing damage. Unforgiven with the gust back. There's the Consumed Souls, but everyone's still healthy enough. Casper taking a significant hit, though. 0, an even more significant hit. Less than 200 health on that retreat. Oh, Unforgiven almost hit the big boomerang. 0 somehow surviving. We do have an altar phase up here. 7 Rings is threatening a cap, as Misha just going to scout it out. Tahaka coming on down from the bottom side. The rest of the crew coming on in as well. 0 scouts out the right side bush. Avina Quaker wants to find a drag here onto Unforgiven. Barrel roll over the wall. The Simply DK peeling away with that Stormbolt. Okay, going right in there. Double Windrunner. There's the Falling Sword to try to peel. Sylvanas moving back to safety. Avina Quaker could be in a little bit of trouble here. Has to pop the Essence. Simply DK is low. And that is Murden going down there. Sylvanas could be out of Windrunners. Is moved back. There is the Dragon Arrow. Can they find this kill onto Sylvanas? Root Beer actually eating that scatter and letting Sylvanas live. And that's going to be a Dragon Knight picked up by Johanna. 7 Rings are going to try to take down this mid fort. Let's see what else they can get. In the draft, I was thinking about light bomb delivery options. I forgot that Mephisto is a pretty consistent light bomb delivery target. Going in way in there. Not respecting the minus armor, but does survive the engage. Sylvanas has been right on the edge with a lot of this aggression, but has not gone down yet. Falstad going to step up there, look to harass Mephisto. Psychotora. Some Lightning Nova damage there. Unforgiven, got to be careful. There's the barrel roll back. Rhaegar turning it around with a replacing Totem. Is that on 7? Colossal Totem, you can move it to a new location once per cooldown. 7 Rings looking for level 17. The Dragon Knight is basically expired here, going to be popped by the Boomerang. 17 to 15. This could be a camp invade. 0 coming in on the edge. Nice stun coming on out. Avina Quaker wants the drag, but Simply DK has the leap to get away. Camp invade will be completed here by 7 Rings, flexing their level 16 advantage while they have it. Baby Diamond Hands, though, they've just now picked it up themselves. Bottom Bruiser Camp going to be the next choice. For 7 Rings, as Tahaka looks to grab some of that top lane soak. 5 to 0 are the kills here. Definitely helping out on the path to level 20 for 7 Rings. We'll see what they can do. Right now, it looks like they're just going on a tour of camps right now. Bruiser pushing down the bottom lane. We're going to have a siege camp following. Next Bruiser started up here by Root Beer guy. With the knockback, light bomb delivery from Tahaka might not be so good. Yeah, it's possible. Avina Quaker going to get a quick drag there. Mostly an escape. Onto Simply DK. If Tahaka's already in there, I guess it could work out. Could be in a spot of trouble. Starts to move away. Avoids the Dragon Arrow, but there's the stun from Misha. And this time, Sylvanas stepping up just a little too far. The auto attack from Unforgiven follows. Going to use the Mighty Gust to try to peel for themselves. Avina Quaker stunned out. The Essence is not enough. And it's a triple kill on rotation here for Baby Diamond Hands. That's a significant amount of time they have to try to push back on this map. But they've got bottom lane they have to deal with. Top lane is going to start to push out soon as well. They may not be able to push as much as they hope. See if Unforgiven is going to peel back to deal with that. It looks like Falstad sticking with the crew for now. These siege minions have just taken down the lane. They're going to have to be dealt with here. Falstad heading back to try to help with that. Bottom fort is going to be the next play here for Baby Diamond Hands as Zero. Looking to step up and defend. Psychotora moving forward. Anduin and Sylvanas are back on the field. The Haka is about to rejoin as well. Rexar dealing with the top lane bruiser that's been going this whole time. Both shrines are controlled here by Baby Diamond Hands, so Seven Rings has to monitor this capture. Sylvanas moving up to the top lane here. Misha gonna try to control the point for now, but Avina Quaker is in position. There's Misha on the point. Still having to hover around mid, though, is Seven Rings. Sylvanas was actually moving up to pressure out Casper there for getting Misha to get off the point. And now Baby Diamond Hands is doing a pretty good job of controlling this mid area, forcing Seven Rings to be careful about their rotations. Zero leading the way is going to be pretty sturdy versus that gank. Sylvanas down on the bottom lane here for Seven Rings. Vina Quaker has the movement speed to move back. Does have that level 1 finished. Enhanced agility is fully online for Dahaka. Zero on the edge here. Was thinking about it engage, but Baby Diamond Hands felt it coming, started to move back. All the while, though, Unforgiven has just kind of been solo sieging this bottom lane. Could be a rotation here. Unforgiven. Uh-oh. Does Unforgiven have a fly to get out? It's going to start, but cancels it. That's a 10-second cooldown. Barrel roll over the wall. Psychotora on the chase. Zero on the edge. Unforgiven has nowhere to go. Is going to pop the gust, but will get taken down. That's a pretty important kill here for Seven Rings. Falstad didn't feel the pressure coming until it was too late. So, up 5 versus 4 for another 50 seconds. Seven Rings has a chance to pick up a quick dragon. Possibly get 1 or 2 keeps. Oh, Murden actually going up to the top lane and preventing the capture is pretty important here for Baby Diamond Hands. That buys them a lot of time for Falstad to resurrect. Dragon Arrow comes out. They're looking for this kill into Psychotora. There's the Heaven's Fury, though, with the cleanse and the healing. It's already on a 7-second cooldown. What a fair and balanced talent. Oh dear, oh dear. Saving their keeps for now. Only 10 seconds left on Falstad. Dragon Knight is going to ultimately be picked up there by Avina Quaker. Have a bruiser camp to push, so this will almost certainly be at least mid-keep. But overall, I think Baby Diamond Hands controlled that 5v4 situation fairly well. But we'll see if they can hold once again. Big stun comes out onto 2. Simply DK is low as McGiblets is trying to move in with that Ancestral level 20 for the healing. There's a gust into the core. Dragon Knight is low. Look at the Mephisto damage, though. That's going to be Anduin and Sylvanas going down in a trade for Rhaegar. Misha Rexar going down as well, so pretty even in this fight. Psychotora is in deep here, can't get any more damage. Mephisto falls. Now Dahaka is being chased out. Baby Diamond Hands losing too early, but fighting back and getting the better of that trade. Slexia coming in with the Tier 1 subscription for 2 months. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you're enjoying what we have here tonight. See what Baby Diamond Hands can do. They're going to cap the siege. They're going to take the bottom. They don't have any minion wave on the back of these siege. But this late in the game, Simply DK should be able to tank this tower without too much of an issue. See how far they can push. Delicious, delicious water. You get the keep wall, but that's about all that they can do as Sylvanas and Anduin are now rezzed. Rhaegar and Rexar back as well, so both teams look to gain full strength. So setting up for a possible win condition here is Baby Diamond Hands, but they don't have any keeps down just yet. Both teams now back at full strength. We'll see what the next engagement is going to be. Our next objective should be signaling fairly soon. There's not a lot of camps left to do on the map here. Bottom right siege is about to come up. Here come the shrines. See what the map control is going to look like. Dahaka shows in the mid, but has the movement speed to move away without too much issue. Going to see each other on that rotation. Here comes Seven Rings. They may be looking for a flank here. McGiblets and Vivanche on the edge. Sylvanas is actually going to be spotted warping on in. Double Windrunner is popped here. Has a good disengage from Baby Diamond Hands. Making sure they don't need to take a fight in that spot. Seven Rings going to control this bottom lane altar. Unforgiven on the top side. Grabbing this for Baby Diamond Hands. Here comes the flank. Simply DK sees it coming. There's Dahaka as well. Big silence arrow onto Rexar. Light Bomb not going to connect, but the Ancestral doesn't come out in time. Unforgiven going to put them all into the corner, but is it going to be enough? And the Sylvanas is trying to trade out with Unforgiven here. Nice move away. Hanzo goes down in the bottom lane. Unforgiven is able to get away, but them and McGiblet's the only ones still standing, and Seven Rings has a clear path to the core with a 5 versus 2 advantage. Heaven's Fury comes on out for the heals. Core shielding is about to go down here. Sylvanas able to get away from the core aggro. Good drag, but there's the Purge heal. But it will not be enough. Seven Rings gonna go up 1-0 in this best of 3. GG. There you have it. Seven Rings looking strong in the beginning. A lot of back and forth there in the mid to late game. So those team fights were very, very volatile. But a great pick onto Rexar leads to a snowball victory for Seven Rings. Very, very nicely done. Psychotora on the Mephisto. Dealing top hero damage there for 82,000 for Seven Rings. Nicely, nicely done. Take a quick look at the talents, and then we will see if we can find ourselves a lobby for game number 2. Delicious water. Taking a look at the talents here, we do see it was the Mimic for Psychotora, not going with the upgraded Consume Souls, despite the meme worthiness of it. Mimic is pretty dang good. Understandable. This is 20 for Anduin. Censure. Chastise stuns. 0.75 seconds, and its root duration is increased by 0.5. Who doesn't like a stun? And of course, Heaven's Fury is still Heaven's Fury, despite the passing nerf it received. Still waiting on whether we have a next lobby. Don't have a map pick just yet, but I'll keep an eye out for it. We could go to a break screen, but it's all right. We can chill here for a moment. Oh, it's been quite the week. Quite the week. First week back after the holiday break. Come back to a clusterfuck at work. But it's the weekend now. It's the weekend. It's okay. It's okay. We can get through it. Alright, looks like first pick is going to be going over to Baby Diamond Hands, so we'll see what Seven Rings is going to pick for a map. I want Tomb. Will it be Tomb? I don't know. What do you want the map to be, chat? Let me know. Let me know which map you want it to be for number 2. There's all sorts of good options. We go over to the map select. Alterac Pass. The worst of the remaining options. Infernal Shrines, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Towers of Doom. Lots of quality maps remaining here. But only one of them can be correct. Do you know which one it's going to be? Take a guess. You got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You guessed it, it's Infernal Shrines. Infernal Shrines is going to be our next map. 7 rings with the choice. You will be trying to close out this series in a 2-0. We've got a moment. Take a look at what's going on over the other parts of the bracket. Looks like Wildheart Omega currently up 1-0 over Rook Gaming. 30K Violet up 1-0 over Baka Boys. And Bling Chilling, one of our fill teams tonight, is actually up 1-0 over Can't Censorship. I don't think we have a... Pretty sure we don't have a caster for 30K Violet versus Baka Boys or Can't Censorship versus Bling Chilling. But Goon is going to be taking the next round of that set. So whoever wins 30K Violet versus Baka Boys is playing whoever wins Can't Censorship versus Bling Chilling, and Goon is going to pick up that one, then take you straight on to finals. Looks like our next lobby is up. Snowglare wanting the Towers of Doom. Maybe map number 3. Maybe we get there for map 3. It is going to be Infernal Shrines for our first one. Whose are those? Jesse Cox. Those are good emotes. Well done, Melvin. Alright, getting our players into the lobbies here, getting ready for Infernal Shrines. Goon is casting 30k right now. Thanks, Chris. I guess he did choose to start early. I know he was a little reticent. Good for Goon. Hopefully Goon's got a co-caster, because 3 sets in a row solo is a lot of talking. that is a lot of talking. Is it not? I thought Soul Rules was Snowglare. I could be wrong. 90% sure. Alright, we got 10 players in the lobby. Got everyone in the right spots. I'll let them know I'm ready to go. And we will get into game number 2. I should fix my slouch. Oh. If you're slouching like me, take a second, lift up, scooch back, roll your shoulders back. Oh. Quit contributing to your gamer hunch. One minute has been called by Baby Diamond Hands, so we'll get started in just a moment. Goon is a big talker. I've done... What's the most I've done? I've done 4 sets with co-casters in a row. I think I've done 3 sets solo before, and the next day was rough. Like, talking at all the next day was rough. That's a lot of talking. Especially when you're trying to talk in, like, a good, proper, like, set yourself, project, speak quickly, speak somewhat loudly. For like 3.5, 4 hours is a lot. Alright. Teams are indeed set. We just need one more ready and then we can get started. Infernal Shrines, another map where we might see a Mephisto come on out. I'm interested to see how the bans change. Whether we stick with Junkrat Lunara. Both of them still just good heroes in general. but don't have that particular sort of anchor tag that you can put onto them on a map like Dragonshire. Whether they still make the top of the bands, or if we just see Johanna and Rhaegar slot into those spots. I would like to see Mephisto again, though. And Mephisto looked really fun. We're so close. I can feel it. I can feel the ready coming. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I remember last set, it was so fast. So fast. Getting between games. Get this camera out of my face. Let's go to map select. In case you're just joining. This is the state of the series. Those are our 4 bands. Those are our 2 picks so far. I asked you which map you wanted this one to be. It turned out to be Shrines. If this does go to game number 3, will you choose the correct Tomb of the Spider Queen, the slightly worse but still correct Towers of Doom, or the worst map in the rotation, Alterac Pass? Which one would you go to for game number 3? Let me know. Let me know. Looks like that's to know. If you have a defense for Alterac Pass, I don't want to hear it. It's not good. All right, I just don't like it. I'll tell you why I don't like Alterac Pass. There's too much you have to take in draft. It creates a lack of flexibility, and there's just a lack of skill expression, I feel, in terms of drafting and in terms of map strategy. You have to cover the lanes. There's no double soaking. You have to cover the camp at 90 seconds. You can't avoid it. You can't just do something different. It's strictly worse. That's why I don't like Alterac Pass. Let's get into our next draft. We're going to Infernal Shrines. How you doing, Kratz? Red already banned the 2 worst maps. Well, Skya, I can agree with. I'm coming around on Sky Temple. To be honest, I'm coming around on Sky Temple. Because unlike Alterac Pass, there are some interesting choices you can make. You can choose to go for some temples and not others. You can choose to have some camp invades or move around the map in an interesting way. The boss pit thing, I could do without it. I think the tornadoes are BS. But other than that, yes, it's true you can end the game without ever going towards the core. But I'm coming around on Sky Temple. Opening bands, we're looking at Vala banned here by Baby Diamond Hands. And Junkrat's still removed here by 7 rings. Will we see the Stukov Brightwing removed once again? Will we see any switcheroos? Dahaka, moved by Baby Diamond Hands. I feel like the in-game decision space in Alterac is a lot less predictable than the more common maps. Decision space. Stukov removed here by 7 rings, and Simply DK is going to respond with the Johanna. Insta-lock Hogger Rhaegar by 7 rings in return. I know it's not going to be a bloodlust, but I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Response will be Tychus here. Good response to the Hogger from Baby Diamond Hands. Let's see what they want to get. Casper going for the Blaze. Our first Blaze of the day here for Baby Diamond Hands. You like the core mechanic? I don't like the core mechanic. It's not that I don't... I wish the core didn't have armor. I wish you could end off of one keep. If I could make a change to Alterac Pass, it would be that could end off one keep. The core healing is fine. Having it move around and fight is fine. But 40 armor on one keep down, I think, is too much. I don't like that you need 2 keeps to end the game. Anduin and Mephisto taken out in our mid bands, so definitely forcing a different style here. Are our 2 teams. Decision spaces in what to do when. See, I don't think there is a lot of decision making in Alterac. You do the camp every 90 seconds. You can't invade the enemy camp. You can't double soak. You can't really gank either because all the mud hits. I don't know. Maybe I need someone to show me the way. Zero gonna bring the Anubrak, which was banned in the last set. So that's up and available here for 7 rings. A switching over to the Falstad. Looking pretty strong on the side of 7 rings, but Baby Diamond Hands, they've got a pretty good lock 'em down, blow 'em up comp themselves. How are they going to round this out? They need a little bit of range, they need a little bit of flex. They do have the range, and Hanzo from Vivance once again, and McGiblets is going to give Lucio a shot. The healer position. Seems pretty good versus a Nubarak. Psychotora in the last position will not have the Mephisto to go to. He is going to go for the available Sylvanas. See if there's any switches in the picks. Looks like everyone's happy with their choices. Good stuff. Alrighty. Good stuff. Alrighty, we're setting up for game number 2. 7 rings currently up 1-0 over Baby Diamond Hands. Gonna try to close it out here on Infernal Shrines. Baby Diamond Hands gonna have to come all the way back with 2 wins in a row if they want to advance here in our Heroes Rise Contender Series. We are indeed on Shrines now. As much as I'd like to keep bagging on Alterac Pass, we're gonna have to cast the map of maps, the standard of standards. On Infernal Shrines. There is always a multitude of choices on things to do on Infernal Shrines, which makes it more interesting to cast, at least in this caster's humble opinion. Let's get into the game.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Here we go. Game number 2. On the left and the blue, we've got 7 rings. Root Beer Guy on the Rhaegar, Avina Quaker playing Hogger, A on the Falstad, Psychotora on Sylvanas, and Zero is playing Anubarak. Right in the red, it is Baby Diamond Hands. McGiblets on Lucio. Simply DK playing the Johanna. Vivance on Hanzo. Unforgiven playing the Tychus. And Casper is on the Blaze.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game number 2 is underway. We've got Easy Throw Dynamite quest here for the Hogger. Boomerang quest for Falstad. Hanzo going auto attack quest redemption on level 1. Is going to be the neural stim pack for Blaze, looking to get some extra cooldown reduction. They trying to get the last hit there onto the wall, but is going to be forced away there by the rotation of Baby Diamond Hands. Right now, Hogger going to have to take the long path up to the top lane there for 7 rings, as Blaze was already pushing up there. Bottom lane is cleared away. One more wave in the mid before our camps are up and available. Looks like A is moving up and grabbing that bottom tower. It wasn't quite finished off in that initial Sylvanas push. The camps are now up and available. Baby Diamond Hands jumping right onto their right side Khazra. Hanzo actually taking a look at the mid here, trying to get some auto attack stacks, currently sitting at 3 on the path to 12 stacks. For those who don't see that quest that often, Hanzo has to get 2 auto attacks off on the same hero in some fairly generous amount of time. And then you get 1 stack. Once you get to 12, you get to auto attack, I believe, twice as fast. Which is pretty dang good for increasing auto attack speed. Bottom camp going to look to be controlled here by 7 rings. Vavance scouting that out. But Tychus is on the way down. We'll see if Simply DK wants to commit here. Great stun, though, from Zero is going to deny that option. 7 rings goes up 2-1 on the camps there. Casper getting some good clear in the mid in the meantime, though, for Baby Diamond Hands. Getting 2 of those Khazra down. Having to jet propulsion back to safety, though, as Zero was on the way. See what the next point of contention is going to be. We're approaching the 2 minutes 30 mark, so both teams are going to be thinking about their Shaman camps, getting those prepared for our first objective, which is going to be a Mortar Punisher up in the top lane. Giblet's getting the push off here. Zero is going to use the Impale for wave clear, actually. This could be trouble here for Anubarak. Pushed back, is trying to create some space here. A burrow charge over the wall. Gonna be caught there. Good knockback once again, and Anubarak is taken down. Right before this objective. That's a very, very good pick timing from Baby Diamond Hands. Avina Quaker on time there for 7 rings with that Shaman camp capture. Baby Diamond Hands, instead of going for the Shaman, go for the gank. Anubarak is on the way back now, but is still about 10-15 seconds away. Hogger's actually going to be the one to get onto the point first. There's the unstoppable spin. Going to be going back and forth here. Just going to try to get some extra damage out. Doing a really good job of it, too. Avina Quaker is caught and removed. This is a big reason of why you see Tychus taken in response to Hogger so often. Because Hogger just can't live in that backline for any amount of time when Tychus turns on that minigun. So that's going to allow Baby Diamond Hands to step up here. Start this clear. The 7 rings is going to use their Sylvanas trait to try to push through the mid. Simply DK looking to flank here. Gathers up 2 and gets him with the slow. Tychus trying to step up and push Zero back. Mid wall taking a lot of damage there. Savina Quaker stepping up here into Casper and Vavance. Also currently sitting at 6 stacks on that quest. Get another stack there as the 2 hits were good onto Hogger. Now the bottom lane is going to be the choice for 7 rings, taking down the rest of that wall before heading on their way out. Baby Diamond Hands doing a pretty decent job responding here. Just trying to rotate their 3 on the defense versus the 4 sieging of 7 rings, but despite that, the siege has been fairly effective so far. Baby Diamond Hands actually going with the 39 here. Not going for the objective capture. Instead, they're just going to let that sit, knowing they can take it once they have the map back in a way that they want it. Blaze going to step up there and get the capture. We've got a big flank coming on through here as Sylvanas turning off the fort. We'll see if they can escape. Zero is going to be pushed there as A travels down the bottom part. Simply DK going to gather him up. Oh no, the burrow charge is stopped early and Zero is going to go down. Not sure what happened, if there was a double tap on that ability that had Anubarak coming up early. This Mortar Punisher clearing out the wall here. It's going to be taken down before it can deal too much damage to this fort. Now Baby Diamond Hands with the player advantage. They're going to go around and try to pick up some of these camps. Psychotora not going to have time to finish this off. Be forced to move back and give this up to Baby Diamond Hands. So they got some pretty good damage on the bottom fort. They got some good damage on the mid wall as well. Level 10s are in, though, for Baby Diamond Hands with their 3-kill advantage. You see the Commandeer Odin coming on out for Tychus. It's going to be the High 5, Falling Sword, Dragon Arrow, and Bunker to round things out for Baby Diamond Hands as they continue their siege here in the bottom lane. Anubarak able to burrow on out as the remainder of the wall is removed by Unforgiven. 10s are about to be in here for 7 rings, and there they are. Ancestral Healing, Hortipult, Mighty Gust, Cocoon, and Wailing Arrow are going to be the choices for 7 rings. Oh, looks like we got an engage here in the mid. A is going to be pulled back from the barrel roll. Tries to get away. The Ancestral Healing's going to be enough, but that's a couple ults removed for the price of one there. Probably still worth it. Probably worth it. Psychotora can catch Simply DK on this rotation. Going down a little bit there, but once again, Psychotora able to safety. Zero gonna be pushed back, gets the web out. Can they get this kill onto a Nubarak? No, Root Beer guy comes on through with a support. Once again, a near fall. Falling Sword gonna have to be used by Simply DK to get on out of trouble after that cocoon expired. Lots of ults used in interesting positions for rotational ganks from both teams. Speaking of rotational ganks here, Casper could be the target of one as they gonna fly right over the top. The jet propulsion immediately popped by Casper. That was funny. That's like when you're rolling 2 on stealth in D&D or something. Psychotora dismounted, taken down to half health before warping away with that haunting wave. Baby Diamond Hands is able to get on out of that trouble jungle. Mid wall removed here. Avena Quaker on the flank. Now has the triple split on the Dynamite. This has been really, really scrappy between objectives. We've got our next one finally coming up here. It's going to be an Arcane Shrine in the bottom lane. Another Bruiser Camp cap coming on out from 7 rings. And they're looking to move across here. Another aggressive play. Simply DK sees the movement across. Not going to get dismounted there. Move it up to the top side. Casper still has a wall to hide behind, but now we've got a 5-player push from 7 rings. Up on the top side. This is the second time they've done this. Basically ignoring the objective in favor of Siege, which is definitely doable with this composition. Blaze is actually going to be caught in the cocoon. Moving right on past, letting the wave collapse onto the fort. Looking for the stun there onto Casper. There's the Gus. Oh my god, everything thrown at Blaze. Casper gonna get into the bunker anyway. It's not gonna matter much. Surprised Blaze even used that cooldown, to be honest. He knew the team wasn't coming. The team is clearing this objective. But now 7 rings. Has the minion wave, has the shaman camp, and they're just gonna keep on pushing here. 3R back to try to set up the defense. Dragon Arrow gonna land there as Root Beer guy forced to be moving on back. And Baby Diamond Hands. This is tough. 7 rings got a lot more than I expected out of that off-lane push. Arcane Punisher gonna be pushing through the bottom lane. No fort there just yet, so 7 rings is gonna have to deal with this as you see them backing off. Simply DK going to move on up here, not allow the easy cap for Avena Quaker. Just forced to simply move away. So we'll have a little bit of pressure to deal with in the mid. Once again, the Arcane Punisher might get the wall, but that's probably going to be about it. Actually, it's focusing the gate right now as the minion wave collapse is going to deal with the rest. The split push in the mid, though, from Baby Diamond Hands. Can they lock out this fort? It doesn't look like they're going to be able to. Hogger's got the wave clear to deal with this. Hey, going to fly in once again here, looking for a play. Bavanche gets over the wall. Dragon Arrow was not committed. It sounded like it for a moment. But 7 rings. They still have to deal with this camp push in the bottom lane. The mid is finally cleared away. So they do have some map chores to do. This Baby Diamond Hands has been putting on the lane pressure in the meantime. Savannah showing in the bottom lane. Avena Quaker on the edge here as the Unstoppable is forced out of Johanna. $15 advantage for both. Nice knockback, though, from Avena Quaker. Good stun there from Zero, hitting onto 3. Silent Zero comes out, and that's going to be Lucio going down, not able to push off to get out of there. Dragon Arrow Peel is going to keep Simply DK safe. Unforgiven in a really, really tough spot, though, as Tychus is removed. 7 rings have absolutely been the aggressor here so far. It has been paying off up until this point. See if they can keep it up. Black Arrow's coming on out once again to turn off this fort as the minions make their way. This is going to be another structure takedown for Seven Rings as they found their level 16s. Pushing the mid will continue with that minion wave. The bottom wave is going to be removed as well as the fort. Look at that. Couple kills and all of a sudden, map is in the hands of Seven Rings. Not a whole lot to do left on the map here. The siege camps are up in about 30 seconds and about a minute. Seven Rings is just going to go to the only available camp on the map, get that shaman going. Maybe Diamond Hands is thinking about moving across here. Casper sees them on the rotation. Scatter comes out. Because A on the edge is actually going to see Blaze on the retreat. Next Shrine activating in the mid. At this point, there's not a whole lot Seven Rings can do in terms of split pushing. The Shaman camp is going to be claimed there. Nice unstoppable from Hogger. Uh-oh, is moving into the backline, though. This could be bad. Venaquaker just rides it through. The Odin cancels the cocoon. Unforgiven going to turn it around. A is going to go down. Ancestral does not land. Either unfortunate timing from Zero or Giga Brain plays from Unforgiven, canceling the cocoon with a self-unstoppable on the Commandeer Odin. Absolutely making the difference in that engagement. So once again, this objective is going to be easily claimed by Baby Diamond Hands. Zero thinking about moving in to get a little bit more siege done. This Hogger is going to try to solo this bottom camp. Zero is going to start spawning the beetles. And what was I saying about they can't just move up and take this stuff anymore? Yeah, they're going to do that. They're going to use the black arrows, they're going to use the beetles to try to just siege this. This time, though, Baby Diamond Hands is able to wrap up this objective a lot faster and look for the chase down here in the bottom lane. Frozen Punisher turning off the fort here. As A, taking some big hits. Casper on the outside is going to look for that barrel roll to safety, though. Venaquaker has the Hortipult to escape, though. Gust forced out as well. A couple of ults that probably didn't need to be used together. But there they are. Baby Diamond Hands with an opportunity to push in hard here. But it is a 5-player defense for Seven Rings. This keep is going to be turned off. Simply DK going to look to move forward here. Psychotora caught on the edge. Dragon Arrow going to connect there. A in some trouble. Is stunned on the edge. There is the heal not going to land once again as Falstad goes down. Zero is low, is forced to retreat as the Commandeer Odin is going to start to shell away onto this keep. Casper looking for one, can't quite find it. Some mid-keep goes down. Bottom wave is starting to become a problem, though. We've got a Catapult and a Khazra camp. Baby Diamond Hands is going to have to deal with soon. Casper is starting to head on back to get that clear going. As the wall was already down, one more wave going to be taken out, but Blaze in the area to help clean that up. So, despite the very, very fervent push from the side of Seven Rings, it is Baby Diamond Hands who were the first to take down a keep in this match. Shaman camp going to be picked up to try to equalize that top lane pressure. Anubarak is going to be spotted here by Simply DK. See if Johanna is going to be forced to ult here. Nope, just going to get the Iron Skin. Venaquaker looking for something on the edge, but good spacing from Vavanche and McGiblets. Right now, both teams basically even on the path to level 20. Baby Diamond Hands might get there a sliver early. Either way, neither team really wants to just jump in on a fight right now. Here comes Seven Rings. They want to take out this bottom keep. They've got a minion wave pressure coming. They're going to show on this wave. Baby Diamond Hands is trying to come on through for the defense. Zero popping the beetles, trying to get everyone else in here. But uh-oh, doesn't commit to it. We have a possible flank. Hogger trying to get the dismounts, not going to get it. Nice boomerang to find some dismounts as Zero is going to be looking to retreat. There's the Unstoppable. Nice gust there, but Casper is still looking for a flank. Dragon Arrow is going to find Zero on the edge. There is the Heaven's Fury coming on out from Johanna, and Anubarak is down. Silence Arrow not enough for the peel. Root Beer guy in movement form trying to escape, but not as fast as McGiblets on the Lucio. Avena Quaker has the Hortipult to escape. That is going to be a pick, though, for Baby Diamond Hands as they continue to chase. Let's see what they can do with this. They've got 45 seconds. Hogger has the spin. Avena Quaker with the nice knockback there. They're going to move up to this top side. There's a Shaman Camp still pushing here. Big red button going to be activated by Unforgiven. They're going to try to take down this top keep next in preparation for our next objective. Tychus is locked in here as Avena Quaker trying to clear away this lane. Tychus does have to be a little bit careful on the side of that wall. Dubrak still down for 8 seconds. There we go. They have to back away. They're not going to get this keep. They're going to start to move towards the objective. Shaman Camp going to be worked on here by 7 rings. Just to provide a little bit of counter wave pressure, but Baby Diamond Hands is all over this objective to start things off. Zero looking for a flank on the edge, moving around the outside. Here's A looking for a gust into the corner. There is the Unstoppable, allowing everyone to get into the bunker. The Giblets is low and caught on the edge, gets into the bunker. There's the Ancestral going to connect. Lucio goes down. 7 Rings is trying to get this big kill here. Unforgiven is popped. Simply DK trying to get away is going to go down. It's a triple kill for 7 Rings. Unbelievable flank from Falstad and Anubarak, and they may just be going for the win right now. Top keep falls, Falstad survives, Avena Quaker moves into the core. Only Blaze here for the defense. Not going to be able to do it. 7 Rings comes on through with the 2-0 victory over Baby Diamond Hands. Unbelievable performance tonight. They are going to move on here in the Heroes Rise Contender Series. GG. Very, very nicely played there. Very even in kills up until the end. Baby Diamond Hands looked like they were setting up for a victory there. 7 Rings had one chance to move in and get a fight before having to defend very late game on their own keep. But they find the flank, and Nubarak able to walk in there. Falstad with the flight. The falling sword to get everyone in the bunker was a pretty cute play, but unfortunately everyone still popped out in the same spot. And it was just a bloodbath there for 7 Rings. Congratulations to them. They are going to be moving forward. Avena Quaker on the Hogger. Top damage by the end. 49k there. 45k coming on out for Unforgiven on the Tychus. A fairly low damage game overall, but you saw the style. 7 Rings never really looked for fights until the end of the game. They were just sieging down the off lanes, working out very, very well for this composition. Take a quick look at the talents, and then we'll see what our situation is going into our next series.